guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Kathleen, and today's video is going to be a Top 5 Wednesdays video. Top 5 Wednesday is a Goodreads group that is hosted by Sam from Thoughts on Tomes, so I'll leave both of the Goodreads group link down below as well as Sam's channel for you guys to check it out. But this week's topic is the top 5 authors that you would like to read more from. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so the first author that I definitely want to read more from, I actually only read one book by her, but I believe it's the only book that she's released so far, and it is Amber Smith, who wrote The Way I Used to Be. I read this book back at the beginning of last year, and I did a review. I'll leave a link down below for you guys to check it out if you like. But basically, this is a contemporary novel, and it is about a girl who is raped by her brother's best friend and how she deals with that and comes to terms with what's happened to her. And I absolutely loved this book. It was beautiful. I loved her writing style, and I really loved her characters and the character development in this book. It was just absolutely gorgeous, and so I definitely am looking forward to reading more from Amber Smith. I really cannot wait until she releases another book. And then the next author that I definitely want to read more from is Neal Shusterman, who wrote The Unwind Dystology. So The Unwind Dystology is a dystopian series, and it's one of my favorite dystopian series of all time. I did a whole video on my favorite dystopian series. I'll leave that linked down below for you guys to check it out. But he has such a creative way of telling stories, and his stories in general are very unique and creative, and I absolutely love The Unwinding Dystology. It's about this dystopian world where there was a war between people who were against abortions and for abortion, and so they created this scientific advancement in which you can donate up to 99% of a person's body. So kids between the age of 13 and 18, if their parents sign them over to be unwound, they don't have a choice, and it's just so awesome and disturbing and such a cool dystopian concept, and I really enjoyed the series. If you haven't read it, I would highly recommend it. But this is the only series that I've ever read from Neal Shusterman, and he has a lot of other books that he has written, and I would like to read more of his books. In fact, I did order a book through Book Outlet that was written by Neal Shusterman. It's Scythe, and I heard a lot of great things about that book. Alright, and then the next author that I definitely want to read more from is Markus Zusak, who wrote The Book Thief. Now, it's pretty sad to say that, considering this is my favorite book of all time, that I never read any other books by Markus Zusak. But this is the last book he's last published, and this book was published over 10 years ago. But he has other books that he's written, including I Am the Messenger. But I absolutely loved this book. You guys know I talk about it all the time, and I heard that I Am the Messenger is absolutely beautiful as well. So I definitely want to read that book, but I want Markus Zusak to write more because he's such a talented author, and I just need to read more by Markus Zusak. And then the next author that I have fallen in love with, that I need to read more of, is Patrick Ness, who wrote A Monster Calls. I read this book closer to the beginning of this year, and I absolutely loved it. His writing style is gorgeous. His way of telling a story is gorgeous, and I know that he has so many other books out there that he has written and that people have praised, as he is amazing, and this book was amazing. So definitely Patrick Ness. And finally, for the last author that I wanted to talk about, actually I'm going to go ahead and talk about two authors, and that is Jay Kristoff or Amy Kaufman. So they both wrote the Illuminate trilogy, which is one of my favorite books of all time. I loved Illuminate, and the fact that the third book got pushed back to March of next year, you have no idea how horrified and upset I was. This is such a great series. It's a sci-fi set in outer space. I love everything about this series. It's so good that I wanted to read more by these authors. I actually have a book by Jay Kristoff coming in the mail, and I cannot wait to receive it. I just really want to read more by both of these authors, but as I said, I do have one book by Jay Kristoff that's coming in the mail, and I need to look more into Amy Kaufman's book so I can read some of the books she has written as well. Anyway guys, so those are the 5/6 authors that I need to read more from. If you have read any of the books by these authors and you really enjoyed them, leave me a comment down below, because I would really love to know which books by these authors that you really enjoyed, so that I can look into them and add them to my TBR. Anyway guys, thank you all so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Please give it a like if you did, and subscribe to my channel if you're not already. All of my social medias are linked down below, including Twitter, Instagram, and Goodreads if you'd like to follow me. I hope to see you guys on my next video. Have a good day guys, and keep reading. Bye!